So, okay, so everyone feeling good? Yes? So this is going to be a very organic candle lighting ceremony. I want you all to feel comfortable. Again, my name is Ronsha Dickerson. I'm honored to be here. Reverend Kent and the family here, we thank you all so much. 3 years strong and we're still going, right? And it feels good to be here to celebrate. We're in a pre-Kwanzaa space because Kwanzaa is celebrated at a certain time of the year, but we are in pre-Kwanzaa, but this is a great opportunity to teach about it, correct? So today we're going to have an organic ceremony with you guys. Going to have all the children or any family that like to come towards the front and maybe sit in the area here. Come on down. The children want to see the table, be a part of the drumming and the dancing. They can feel welcome to come and sit here in the front. We're going to go some song and dance in the front here. Please feel welcome to come. It's very organic, very open. We're going to have good energy up here, and children bring great energy, and so do the elders. So come on forward and sit with us and have a conversation. So Kwanzaa, a celebration of family, right? Celebration of family, community, and culture. Today, we integrated our Kwanzaa slideshow to go into the table. So everyone who cannot see the table, you'll be able to see every symbol on the table by way of the PowerPoint, all right? So it makes it easier for you. All right. So we're gonna do a little drum call. Jamal, could you give me a little drum call, please, to bring everybody in? Thank you. Thank you. Give them a hand. Let's bring that good energy in. Yeah. So here we are about to start the process of learning about Kwanzaa. We want to bring the great energy in. So can I have the eldest person in the room give me the permission to begin? I need you to raise your hand and say you may begin. Whoever's the eldest person. Listen, age is wisdom. So whoever's the oldest in this room, give me that wisdom and say you may begin. And don't fight over it, because I know some people in here want to say, no, I'm 71. I got you by a month. Got it. So whoever it is it you? May I begin? Yes, you may begin. Thank you very much. Now I need the youngest person that's able to speak. Now you know when you get older, you start saying, oh, I'm just 70. But when you're younger, no, I'm 5. No, I'm actually 6 now. You know, you get real, as a matter of fact, is when you're getting young. You know, you're young, like I'm 6. I'm not 5, I'm 6. So whoever's the youngest that can speak, someone raised their hand for me who's the youngest. Can you say, yes, you can begin? Oh, thank you so much. So we've been blessed, right? We're able to start. We always ask for the elder and the youngest to continue on the tradition of Kwanzaa, right? So before I start the show, the Kwanzaa light ceremony, I want to bring up a special person who's going to sing to you guys a song and a dance, right? And I want you all to kind of, as a matter of fact, I want to do Demi Di Fa Be. Let's do that. Come on up here. I want to teach you guys a song really quick, right? This song is called Call to the Children. Since I have so many children up here, we're going to make a space where you all can kind of dance with us in this song, okay? I'm brought up Naima. Naima's going to sing a song to you, and just like a call and response, okay? Naima's going to sing a song to you that means Demi Di Fa Be. This song was created by my husband when he went to West Africa to study in Guinea. He came up with a song that he said, we have to have the children get used to singing with us and being a part of the ceremony and a celebration. So he made a song that's just called Children Come Here. Children come sit with me. Children enjoy, and have them sit at the feet of the elders and have a conversation of love and peace. So Naima is going to sing the song, and it's simply called Demi Di Fa Be. Demi Di means child or small child. Fa Be means come here. You might hear her say the word Diore. That means baby, come here. Okay? It's very simple. Ready? Okay.
Demi Di Fa Be, 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 wah wah, Diore. Demi Di Diore, Demi Di Fa Be, Demi Di Fa Be, Diore, Demi Di Diore, Demi Di Fa Be, Demi Di Fa Be.
Very nice. Thank you, Naima. Welcome, children. All right. So now I'm going to have Salima come on up and join us. Salima's a little lady. She's in the third grade, and she's going to do a poem for you. And this poem speaks about the beautiful colors of the flag in Africa. So Salima, come on up and come do this poem for us. This poem was given to her by her grandmother who transitioned, but she has kept on her legacy and is able to recite this poem and sing a song with the poem. You ready? All right.
Red, black, and green. Red, red, black, and green. Red, black, and green. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know what the colors mean? Red, black, and green. Red, black, and green. Red, black, and green. Do you know what the colors mean? To hold our head up high, to wave our colors to the sky, to stand up, to be heard, to speak our own truth, our own way, and our own sense of words. Assemble for our fight for freedom, still we fight. Red is for the blood of our ancestors and for the people who still must die. Black is for the people of Africa, north, south, and east, they will cry. Green is for Mother Africa, we are one. One people seek of freedom under the moon, stars, and sun. Red, black, and green. Red, red, black, and green. Red, black, and green. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know what the colors mean.
Thank you, Salima. Wow. So what are those colors? Are those flags again? Let me hear it. What colors are they? Awesome. So here we are. So we're going to start a candle lighting ceremony. What is Kwanzaa? This international celebration was created in 1966 by Dr. Malana Karinga. It's a week-long celebration held in the United States of America, and it's come from Western civilization, Africa, the African diaspora. In the culture, it is observed from December 26th to January 1st, culminating a feast and gift-giving. Kwanzaa has 7 core principles. It's called the Nguzo Saba. Here's the creator of Kwanzaa, Dr. Malana Karinga. Purpose of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa celebration that was established as a means to help African Americans reconnect with their African culture and historical heritage by uniting in meditation and study of African traditions and the Nguzo Saba, 7 principles of African heritage. Greetings during Kwanzaa. You may hear a greeting like this: Habaragani. Everyone say Habaragani. Say Habaragani. That means, what's the news? So every day during Kwanzaa, we say Habaragani. You say back to me a principle of Kwanzaa. Since we're in pre-Kwanzaa, we don't generally say Habaragani, but we say Habaragani during the 26th of January 1st to say, what's the news? You would say Habaragani. You say, the person will say back to you, Umoja Habaragani. They will say the next day. You just say, what's the news? You're working on that principle every day. So remember Habaragani. Kwanzaa table. This is the basic table that Dr. Malana Karinga created to give symbols of Kwanzaa. We're going to go through each symbol, and I want you all to feel comfortable of knowing these symbols and be able to say them with me and be able to know what they all mean. Symbols of Kwanzaa. The first symbol on the table is the mkeka. Can we all say mkeka? The mkeka is the mat. The mat is the foundation on the table. That's what you sit your kanara on top of. That's the start of your table. So if you want to get a mat, you get a nice wooden mat or a long mat to cover your table. You start your foundation that way. Everyone say kanara. Kanara is the beautiful candle holder. Some people use small ones, big ones, tall ones, short ones, but you put a beautiful kanara that's handcrafted out of wood on your table, and it makes a beautiful design for Kwanzaa. That's the one that starts the foundation. Bendera. Everyone say bendera. Bendera is the flag. That's the flag that was given to us by Marcus Garvey. You see it on the table. It's red, black, and green. And support the colors of Kwanzaa. That's your theme throughout Kwanzaa. Everyone say Mishuma Saba. That is the 7 candles for Kwanzaa. Every candle represents a different principle for the Nguzo Saba. So you light 1 candle each day from December 26th to January 1st. Everyone say Kikombe, Cha, Umoja. That's your unity cup. Every time during Kwanzaa, when you light your candles in your ceremony, we take this Kikombe, Cha, Umoja, and we drink from it and say it's one of the principles for the day. And we pour that water, as we say our principle, back into our plant to give life back into the ceremony. So every morning you wake up, or when you get a chance to do your ceremony in your home or at a community event, you pour libations back into the plant to give life again back to the earth, right? Mazao. That is the fresh fruit and harvest. pick from the most bountiful fruits, the best possible thing you can find in your grocery store or in your farmer's market, and put those on your table and replenish it. Make it so that you will use some of these vegetables and fruits to cook from that day, and let the children come and select from that, and teach them how to eat proper and have great things in their body. And you want to create that fresh fruit filling and fresh vegetable filling in your family, and utilize that every day. Replenish that. The way you would go to a supermarket and buy fresh bread, you buy fresh meat, you do the same thing with fruit and vegetables for the Kwanzaa harvest. Muhindi, everyone say muhindi. That is the corn. Now on my table I have the same corn as you see here. We have the Indian style corn, and every corn represents a child in your family. I'm a mother of 6, so I have 6 corns on my table. But if you have no children, you put just 2 corns represent a boy and a girl, right? And you keep those corn, represents the future of life in during a Kwanzaa celebration. And it's okay to also have the fresh corn. If you can't find the Indian corn, use the fresh corn. It represents the same exact thing. Don't go crazy. I can't find that Indian corn. It's not going to look right. Get the fresh corn, put it on your table, it does the same serves the same purpose, all right? And that represents the children, the future. Books and literature, very important to have on your table. Always put books, literature, things that make sense to you, because it's important to read from every day. If you see on our table here, we have the book by Dr. Malana Karenga, and you all can come and look at it if you need to. This is one of the first books he wrote on Kwanzaa, and we put this on our table to remind us to go through it every day and read and kind of reflect on the things that we are supposed to be working on personally. So this book is a very good book to read, and we have plenty of children's stories up here. I always pull up my favorite story if it's up here. This is my favorite story, Mufaraw's Beautiful Daughters. I keep it up here. It's such a great story for young people to read. It has such a great story about good and evil, and it's a great way to communicate to children and teach them lessons about life. So I keep these kind of books up here for the children, and we read patches every day from our books. Zwadi, say Zwadi. That is the gifts. Now I want to get into this part. Everyone says, is Kwanzaa a replacement for Christmas? And the answer is absolutely not. Kwanzaa is a celebration of African culture. Christmas is a religious holiday, so how could we replace a religious holiday? It's impossible, right? You celebrate Christmas, you enjoy Christ in Christmas, right? But for Kwanzaa, you celebrate for the African cultural heritage part and supporting of black community and black people. So for the Zwadis, please don't go out and buy billions of gifts like you're doing Christmas shopping or Christmas gifts. You don't go to the Target and the Walmart and all the big stores and start buying, I gotta get Kwanzaa gifts. No, you create these gifts. You get something. My children, every year, I think I may show you guys, they buy me little things, they make little things like this for me, and I wear these beautiful trinkets because it represents the heart of them, their creativity. They make me many things. I have bracelets galore and little rings made out of the pipe cleaner. I have 1,000 of those things. They're red, black, and green, and purple. I said, Mom, I made you another one this year. I can put them all across my hand. I said, oh, thanks, guys. So I have plenty of those at home, but I love it because it shows their creativity. And then we do special things like you put a book. You put some books or some trinkets inside of a box, and you wrap them in great paper and keep the theme, and you give it to someone. Now there is a special time that we do for Kwanzaa. If you see someone in need that may need a coat, and that's your gift to them as in support of pushing the principles of Kwanzaa, you can do that, right? You can do that, but don't go out and spend money unless you're going to support the vendors who are pushing African culture. You're doing that kind of support, go for it, but don't go into the stores and just shop. No, Kwanzaa is about giving from the heart and the spirit, right? And being in the culture of it, okay? The Nguzo Saba, these are the 7 principles that Dr. Karenga created that represents Kwanzaa, and these are what you go over. Dr. Karenga always asks us to do it, for the December 26th to January 1st. But if you can represent these principles every day of your life for 365, it makes a difference. So we're going to go over those principles of Kwanzaa as we light the candlelight ceremony. Did everyone get one of the Nguzo Saba sheets you can go through with us? Everyone get one of these? If you did not, let us know. We can bring one back to you, but you can see it up here. We have the Nguzo Saba up here. Also, we have it up here. I know you all can't read it well. I want you all to be able to go through the candlelighting ceremony with me. So we're going to get right to the candlelighting ceremony. I want to stop before I start the candlelighting ceremony. Anyone have any questions? I know I went through that kind of fast, but it's a very basic understanding of what's on your table, how important it is to have basic symbols on your table to represent Kwanzaa. Anyone have any questions so far? We're good? All right, great. So the first candle we light is for the first day of Kwanzaa, December 26th. All right? And that's the black candle. The black candle is lit every day through the whole celebration. You always light the black first, all right? And then you go red, green, red, green. So because I'm behind you, I want to let you, it goes like this. So if we're looking at it this way, so I can be very clear, it's left behind and right to the future, okay? So we leave the past behind and we look right to the future. The red is for behind, the green is going forward. So I'll be opposite of you, so you can see it that way. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that. Black is always in the center. So we light each day, red, black, red, green, keep going back and forth, all right? So our first day that we light for is for December 21st, and that principle, someone name that for me? Umoja, and Umoja means unity. Can someone read that for me? Yes, and that just speaks, everyone be unified. Just, don't let race, creed, color separate us. Let's work together and create a better space and harmonization in our community. Just start in your home and your community. That starts this special principle of Kwanzaa. We're going through a lot right now in America, right? We're going through a heck of a lot in America. But we need to unify the heart of God. Bring God back into this place. Let the spirit of that righteousness be amongst all of us and unify as one. And that's what we like the black candle. The black candle represents the people, and from Africa to here. We want all of us to feel unified. So we light the black candle first. Someone read the second. The second one is Kuji Chakalia. Everyone say Kuji Chakalia? And that means self-determination. Who wants to read that for me?
To find ourselves, live ourselves, free ourselves, and speak words.
Yes. Self-determination. Always in life, know this. Be determined in everything you do. Everything you do, wake up determined to complete, finish a task, be a part of just being determined to make a difference. We all sit back and say, somebody needs to do something, then that person has to be you. Because if you're saying it has to be done, it needs to be done. So be determined and be diligent in that work. Be determined to create a space of that in your daily routine. Put that self-determination and live by that self-determination. Who wants to read the next principle? It's Ujima. Everyone say Ujima. Collective work and responsibility. Who wants to read that one?
To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together.
Absolutely. And that right there just speaks to me in a space of it's a spirit of family. So we sometimes just close our eyes or bow our heads down. We see wrongdoing and we see people hurting sometimes. And that spirit shouldn't live in you because it should eat at you because you know that you can do something to help if you can. So I used an example yesterday when I was teaching. I said sometimes we see children who may be unfortunate, may look like they're going through some changes. It doesn't hurt to ask the family, how can I help? How can I support you? I'm not trying to step into your life and tell you what to do. I'm just trying to help you get a little help. And that's important. We just can't close our eyes to see things that are going on that's hurting. We see communities that are suffering. We have to go and give and create that space to have that collective work responsibility. Also, come together and work as one. Start these groups. Create social justice groups in America that's looking for progression. We're trying to move forward in life. We're not trying to stay stuck. Just push forward, right? All right, who wants to read the next one? It's Ujamaa. Cooperative economics. Ujamaa.
To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
Yes, that simply means we want to keep the money, we want to create money and keep it in the business inside of our community. Now for the black community, we want to support black businesses. We want to bring that energy, have people come and support those businesses. During Kwanzaa, make it a special business to go and support black businesses. Go to a vendor, go to a space where you know the people are celebrating Kwanzaa and support those vendors because that's their job. That's how they create their income. So you want to be able to support that. If you see any other business in your community, go and support that and have that space when you're dealing with Kwanzaa. Have a space where you're supporting African culture and African heritage. The next principle of Kwanzaa, who wants to go with that one? That one is Nia. Nia is purpose. Everyone say Nia?
Yeah.
Right. Who wants to read that for me?
To make our collective vocations building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness.
That's right, traditional greatness. Restoring our people to their traditional. We have to rebuild and get everyone back conditioned to know about that love and that commitment. Let's restore. And everything you do in life, do it with purpose. When you wake up in the morning, you inhale that greatness. You want to inhale that greatness and say, I'm going to walk in that purpose and that righteousness into being a servant, right? Because every day we wake up and we're serving. We're serving our families. We're serving our community. We're serving our parents. We're serving our spouses. We're serving everyone. Stay in that spirit of serving, and God, and then it's just blessings will open up. But you want to always do it in purpose. Everything you do in life, you do it with purpose. The way you get dressed, the way you speak, the way you operate, the way your energy goes, make sure it has a special purpose, right? All right, the next one, Kuumba, creativity. Who wants to read that for me?
Always as much as we can, the way we can, in order to leave our community more beautiful as beneficial than we inherited.
Yes, yes. Have that creativity. We are creative people, and instill that creativity in our youth. That is our future. I think the creativity, personally, if I can say that, is starting to become kind of second to, modern technology. We can say modern technology is pretty creative because whoever created was creative, but we have gotten away from being hands-on and using these things as our hands to create things, and everything's become so digital. Digital is great, but we don't want to let children forget that things are created by hands too. Let them feel the earth. Let them not only see it in the picture, but get their hands in the soil and feel what dirt feels like and know how to plant something and know how to grow something. And they can appreciate that for life, right? Because if the internet breaks down, you can't Google a thing. You got to learn with your hands, right? You can't Google it. You're not going to, how do you Google how to bake a cake? Really? How do you cut a cucumber? Really? You're going to Google these things, right? So how do you wash a load of clothes? Get your hands in it and work that out, right? So you want to be able to have that energy in that space, okay? And for our last day of Kwanzaa, it's Imani. Imani means faith, yes. And who wants to read that for me?
Our people, our parents, our teachers, and our leaders, and the righteousness and faith of our struggle.
Yes, and you see that was confirmation, the elder and the youth at the same time. Give a hand to that. God is here. That was it. That was confirmation. You wouldn't think we set that up. That was the energy that we brought inside there from an elder and a youth together decided to read Imani. So that lets you know that we are on the right path. We are walking in his destiny. We are doing the right thing. So Imani, go into that new year with faith. Know that you have done a great, you're still standing. They could have beat you down. You could have had a bad year of just some mishaps in his life. And someone told me, if you don't have problems in life, you're not living. Because life's about problems sometimes, right? Somebody said, being an adult sucks. It's true. We got to go through it, right? You got to go through the ups and downs and the things that happen. However, you have to get through it too. You get through it and you're able to tell that story to someone else and say, I did this, I've been there, I've done that. I'm telling you the truth. I'm still maintaining it. I'm not perfect. Every day I'm a student of God's word. I'm still trying to learn how to be a better me. So with that being said, go into that new year with faith. That January 1st day, meditate, think about it. And I can say my new year is my birthday. When I have my birthday, I know that I've maintained a new year. But January 1st is the day that we all kind of atone and look at it for a transitional year of numbers. So we're going through 12 months of something, right? And now we're going to a new year. But for you all, for Kwanzaa, this January 1st is that day to kind of reflect, be around good people, bring in that energy that you need to be in your space, and have faith that it will all push towards the right direction. That's very important. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So you can keep those in Google Saba and go over that. If you have any questions at the end, please feel free to ask me anything you want to ask, and I'll be able to talk to you about it. If I don't know, I will get information back to you, and we're good. So thank you for letting me share with you. Yeah, so we're going to move right into